Hey YouTube, SoCal Sniper back again. I wanted to give you guys a little recap on how my 4.6 stroker motor is going. And it's going well. No major issues with it. No, oh my god, I got to tear everything apart. It incredibly reliable. I mean, you know, I got it done. I mean, my wife could drive it if I still had a wife. I'm divorced now. My choice. Anyhow, moving on. Um, anyhow, it's you can't hardly tell the difference that it's not just a stock 4 liter. Besides the fact it runs rough at idle because of the large cam and because it really hauls ass when you drop your lead foot down to the floor. Has a little bit of hesitation off the line, but that's because I don't have any tuning done to it. And I know there's a whole lot more left in it once I get the tuning done. Right now, I've done, well, I put about 2,000, maybe a little over 2,000 miles on it now. I've done a few dyno runs on it, ran it out the quarter, and getting pretty good results out of all the tests averaged together and everything. I'm getting 235 horse average to the ground and about 260 horse to the crank, which, you know, a lot of people say, oh wow, that's great, seeing as how the factory 4.0 liter only makes 195 horse at the crank because it's a piece of shit. It doesn't have any tuning and yeah, anyhow. But I just I didn't get the results I was really after, and did some more digging, and then I found, oh, okay, when I go wide open throttle driving down the road with the 62 millimeter throttle body and all the porting work, the vacuum drops to 1.5 inches, and because it drops to 1.5 inches, it retards the timing back to 22 degrees total. Yeah, so I'm losing a lot of horsepower right there. Now, driving down the road 60 miles an hour with the cruise on, things got 40 degrees of advance in it. So that's a problem. But not having any overheating problems or anything like that, no ping or anything like that. I do run 91 octane fuel in it. But anyhow, other issues. Actually, I really don't have any other issues. Like I said, it runs great, no problems with the break-in, no drivability issues. It gets up to about 200 when the fans come on, sitting idling. Driving down the road, it's about 170 or so because of the coolant bypass and the lower temperature thermostat, and I put a flow cooler, high flow water pump on it. But yeah, all that's great. I'm just trying to get that magical 300 horse mark out of it, which I will. I have all the hope in the world. One thing I have noticed with it is one of the cats. I knew it was bad before when the other motor crapped out. But yeah, I think it may be clogging up. But anyhow, I want to get rid of them completely. Anyway, so I went around to local exhaust shops and asked them how, hey, can you build me a new Y pipe and everything? Oh, no, we can't get rid of the catalytic converter. So, oh, one other issue I did have, the piece of crap cherry bomb glass pack muffler that was on it. It's rattling. It's blown out. Yeah, I'm done with that. So, I've ordered some parts, and I'm going to show you all the part numbers and everything, how to get a completely Catalytic 4.0 stroker engine. So, anyhow, here they are. Okay, so here it is. This is a complete Y pipe, and it is complete catalytic converter delete because in the 99 and 2000 Federal Jeep Grand Cherokees, they didn't have precats. They only had the one catalytic converter back here, none up here. Okay, now it has provision here for an O2 sensor. The all the rest of them that have the cats up here have two bungs for O2 sensors here. Now you're not going to be able to use those, which is another issue, but I'll get to that. But one good thing about this system is if you're like me and got a 4.6 stroker engine and say you want to put a data logger with a wideband O2 in it, there's your location. But complete factory bolt up and everything like that. The part number for this, I got this off eBay. The part number is right there on the top of your screen. And it said without those two rear O2s, you're going to have a code, right? Well, I got a cure for that too. This is SCT's new tuner, the X4. I believe the X3 does it as well, but the X4 has a few more features on it. This is for 96 and newer Chrysler products, basically. Let's see, where's the part number? No, there's a part number on here somewhere. Yeah, 7215. Now, this is not legal for use in California. Yeah, well, Amazon shipped it right to me anyway. But anyhow, with this, you can take and turn off those downstream O2s so you don't get a check engine light because your catalytic converters are missing or your O2s are missing. Not to mention, this will allow you to change your electric fan start times, change your shift points, add and remove fuel, add and remove timing, add and remove global timing. All kinds of features on this thing. It has multiple preset codes, or you can download custom tunes from you know, one of the dealers or flash tuners or anything. But as far as all the tuners out there for Jeeps, I found this one had the most bang for the buck and the most adjustable options to it. Now, haven't been able to use it yet because this one that I have in my hand is defective. Tried to hook up to the Jeep, wouldn't communicate. Talked to SCT, spent a couple hours on the phone, found out I got a defective one. They've got another one in the mail. But just the same, this is the tuner you need for your 4.0 or 4.6 stroker engine. Okay, now, back to this Y-pipe setup. Now, it does have pretty small tubes up here. And I haven't put this up to see if it'll match up to my Flow Daddy headers I got off of Rusty's off-road. But I'm sure they will, because they're designed to bolt up to the factory ones, and those are designed to replace the factory exhaust manifold, so it should be fine. And it also has this turn provision here so your driveline doesn't hit, which is one of the problems I was having when they replaced one of the catalytic converters. Instead of having the O2 sensor kicking out like this, they got it kicking out right here, and the driveline comes up, hits it, and snapped it off. Well, whatever, doesn't matter. These down here don't have anything to do with the way the engine runs. All they do is tell the computer if the catalytic converters are working, which, who cares? Yeah, save the bunnies, I don't really care. Now, small here, but this comes out to about 2 1/4, which is your factory size for your 4-liter, okay? Granted, with a 4.6 stroker motor, this might be a little bit small, but seeing as how it no longer has any catalytic converters and I'm not having any running problems with it too much right now, it'll be okay. Now, from here I'm going to have to make an intermediate pipe going from into this to my Flowmaster muffler, which will be downstream. This Flowmaster muffler is a Super 44. It's got a offset inlet, center outlet. There's the part number. And so anyhow, this is pretty much going to be my exhaust system. It'll have a straight piece going down like so. It'll have the Flowmaster muffler, and then I have a Dynomax 2.5 inch tailpipe for it. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a 2.5 inch muffler. Open it up a little more, it's going to give it a little more tone. Unfortunately, I don't have the 2.5 inch tailpipe yet, but once I get done at the end of this video, I'm going to show you it completely installed, running and all that. That'll be in part 2. But anyhow, just a little recap on how the 4.6 stroker motor is going. Like I said, it's great off-road. It's just awesome. Gobs of torque. I'm making like 300 foot-pounds of torque right now. Can't wait until I get the tuner and all the programming and everything done to it. But anyhow, that's just a little recap, and I thought I'd just share how to delete your heads. Oh, and by the way, this piece right here, I want to say it was like $84. There's no way that you could have one of these built for 84 bucks. It's just not going to happen. And on top of it, if you buy the one with the O2 sense, or with the pre-cats, O2 sensors and all that shit in it, it's about 360 bucks. This is an $80 upgrade. It's probably going to give you 15-20 horsepower. So you make your decision. Save the bunnies, save money. More horsepower. I choose more horsepower. But anyhow, this is part 1 of this video. Part 2 will be up in the next couple weeks as soon as my tailpipe gets in. And I can't wait to let you guys hear the motor, take you for a drive, show you how it performs and all that. Anyhow, SoCal Sniper, sign off. See you next time. Thanks for watching.